All right, we're back in the den live at Bigfoot Campout 2023. This time we got Austin Groves over here, aka Sauceboi. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. It's an absolute vibe out here, dude. First festival of the year, so I'm pretty stoked about it. Pretty stoked.
Yeah,
Hey man, you had a set yesterday, correct?
Yeah, I had a set yesterday at 7 p.m. on the Arboretum stage over there in the forest. So
yeah. How'd that feel, dude? That's a pretty dope vibe under there, under all the
Yeah.
lights in the forest.
it was dope. It was dope. Worked a couple months on the set. It was something super intricate that I kind of wanted to like put out and like make like actual purpose with it and stuff like that. So like worked pretty hard on it. Went out there, absolutely killed it. So it was a vibe. I had some people out there. We're all getting down. So it
Nice.
definitely
you,
was
you
enjoyable.
got a recording of it?
I don't have a recording of it. My girlfriend got some videos of it, but I don't have. I'll probably record the set or whatever when I get home. But yeah, once I record the set, I'm gonna put that out.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
I'm definitely posting videos and all that kind of stuff when I get home.
Yeah,
so.
I'm curious. We were busy doing a couple of interviews over here last night during your sets. We couldn't make it, but I'm curious to hear like what kind of music you were playing because you were just showing us a really sick bass house mix.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of. It was like heavy dubstep out at the.
Oh, yeah, I can
the last
imagine.
Stage. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. We went in. we definitely.
Give me a couple artists that you played so the listeners can go check.
I played. Let's see here. What artists did I play? I played a lot of. Played a little bit of Hole. Played some Dennett songs. Dennett's super fire. I love him.
I've never heard of Dennett. I saw that on your questionnaire. I was like, I gotta check
Dennett's
this guy out.
super fire. I just discovered him actually. Like I want to say a month ago, maybe 2 months ago. He's wild, man. I've watched some of his tutorials on like production and stuff. He is absolutely cracked. He's insane, and like I follow him on TikTok. I follow him on all of his socials and stuff. I like to keep up with him, and he's making some pretty good stuff. He just dropped a melodic bass track. God, I'm blanking the name. I suck for that, but he just dropped a new melodic bass track, dude, and it's super fire. It's super
Nice.
fire. I love it.
I love
So,
that
yeah.
style. Well,
Oh yeah.
So Austin, you've been producing for about 2 years now, right? Is what you
Correct.
said?
Yeah, around 2 years. I'd say roughly 2 years.
Yeah, you've been watching a lot of videos, picking up on your production, and it's been getting a lot better. We've been watching you grow. What's one thing that you feel like you've learned from watching these videos and just your path of growth? What's one thing that you said you've learned that's propelled you far, like the farthest, like the one, like if you could say one thing.
110%, I would say mastering and all that of my sounds and stuff. Because when I started like producing and all that, like I was running into the issue where like my mixing and mastering really wasn't the best, and so on export it just sounded not the best. And so I was trying to figure that aspect out and trying to get that all dialed in. And I have a really good buddy. His name's Austin too. His same name as me, and
Hey,
he's
we like that.
right? he's super good at like producing like R&B and like hip hop beats and stuff. And so I kind of talked with him a few times, and he was telling me little like tips and tricks. And he goes, dude, have you been running like EQ2 on your master channel? And I was like, I don't know what that is, dude. he was like, you should probably throw that on there. And so I threw that on there, and he was like, just mess with it and like see what different sounds sound like, you know, at different levels. I was like, all right, I'll give that a shot. Night and day difference. It was
Wow.
absolutely insane. It
Yeah.
was
Any other little hacks that you got from learning the mixing and mastering stuff? Because I know a lot of producers out there that's a big struggle for a lot of them. I hear some
Yeah.
really good music on
It's
SoundCloud
really
that's just
tricky.
not like it's
Yeah.
just not done because the sound isn't full.
It doesn't
Not full
exactly.
yet.
It doesn't sound full, and that was the issue that I was running into. And I didn't
Yeah.
want to like put something out there that didn't sound full. I didn't want a flat sounding track and like it just sounded super thin, you know. So like once I did that and like got it to the point where like I could make my sounds sound more full and like have some more girth to it, like that's when I started to get more confident and like trying new things and like FL and like making different types of music and like kind of putting more stuff out there and like all that kind of stuff, because I was super nervous about putting my own stuff out there, you know. But once I got that aspect down, I felt more comfortable with putting more of my own stuff out there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. It's better when you're confident in your product. You know, you're like this is what I wanted it to be. It came out how I wanted it to come out, and then you're like,
Yep.
let's ship it. You know.
100%.
Yeah.
So do you primarily use FL Studio? Because that's not like a super common one, but I swear I hear like every time I hear someone use FL Studio, their sounds are nuts. Like I don't know what it is
Yeah,
about
so-
using
In there,
FL Studio.
I started on FL Studio. So back to my buddy Austin, the guy that gave me some tips and tricks. He was the one that kind of showed me FL Studio, and like huge shout out to him because like he's been such a huge impact on like my production skills and stuff. Because like I said, he's so good at doing what he does. Yeah, like he showed me the ways, I guess you could say. Like showed me what FL Studios was, and I was like, dude, this is fucking insane. You know, this is cracked. Like I want to keep doing it.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
I was like, this is insane. And he was like showing me different like things that you could do, and like showing me around like the FL Studio stuff. And I was like, dude, I want that. And he was like, dude, you just gotta buy it. So I bought it, and then I ran with it, and like here I am. You know, just still doing it after a couple years of hanging around and trying to figure it out. Still haven't figured it out, but we're still in it.
I feel like that's really just like kind of how it is it's just like people are like, oh, I want to produce, or I want to DJ, and it's like, prove it and buy the gear. It's like that's the
Exactly.
first step, is you got to get the toys to play
Mhm.
with.
You can talk the talk,
know?
but you gotta walk
Yeah,
the
and
walk,
it's just
man.
like-
You
it's
gotta
like-
do it. You gotta
It's
do it.
like, yeah, it's like a little, like
Yeah,
it's a barrier of entry, but like, yeah, it's what you gotta do, bite the bullet, you know.
Exactly.
I remember
nothing's
buying
free.
I bought FL Studio the full package early on because of this one specific synthesizer that I was like obsessed with the potentiality of it. It's like it's the additive synth in there. It's called
I think I know what you're talking about.
what's it called?
It's like FL. It's FL something.
It starts with an M.
Yeah.
I can't remember it, but I remember watching this video where you can like the way the sine waves work. You can adjust them like kind of like the way Citrus does.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Manually, each sine wave you can cut each single ones, and it's like
Mhm.
instead of subtractive synthesis, which is like taking away like big chunks,
Right.
it's like additive. So you're just like creating it one piece at a time.
Right.
It was like the most crazy like sound design like weapon you can like. It's like
yeah.
Mr. Bill has like a lot of his sounds are created through like that type of tech, and I was like obsessed with it, but I just still haven't gotten around to like learning the way that like type of thing works. And like eventually I want to take my trumpet sound and I want to put it into that
That would
and
be
like
sick.
do some additive synthesis with that, because like the
Nice.
video that I watched was like taking a cello and cutting it into those individual sine waves so it would like randomize it.
Okay.
Coolest thing I've ever heard. It was like it would just randomize it, so you had like all of a sudden you heard like these like really high tinny like bits. So it's like
Okay.
the cello's playing boom dun, boom, dun, boom, 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 like it would
That's
just like
sick.
these cut to these single waves.
Yeah.
And I was like, those sounds are the coolest things I've ever freaking heard.
Right. Just
But-
mind blown.
like yeah, and so anyways, like stuff like that, like I feel like FL Studio is so powerful in that way. Whereas Ableton's a more full of a how do you say it, like the FX and all of the audio engineering like aspect
Yeah.
of it is like much more powerful.
Definitely.
Austin, do you want a brownie?
Oh, dude.
You don't have to say yes.
I would love a brownie.
There you go, bro.
I actually love brownies, dude. Brownies are probably
Delicious.
they're up there with like one of the top like kind of snack dessert type things.
You ever had that
They were-
brownie batter ice cream from Ben and Jerry's?
These were
Absolutely cracked flavor.
these
dude.
were made with a special ingredient, chocolate chips.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
The
it's-
best
it's-
ingredient you can add to anything. Chocolate chips.
Absolutely. So, Austin, I know that you've been working hard, trying to grow your project. What do you have coming up?
So, I've been working on some music. I got a song coming out July 22nd. It's called In Time. It's kind of like the reason. So I'll give you some backstory on the title. So In Time, like this whole musical journey's been, a journey. Everything happens in time. You got to be patient. You know, everybody's working towards their goals. Everybody's working towards a certain point. Everything happens in time. So you got to be patient. That's always what I've told myself. Producing, learning everything, you got to be patient. It's not like it's going to be a flip of a switch and you're going to learn it overnight. Like, it takes time to do stuff. So the title and the song really kind of capture the years of me going through the struggles and kind of making it out better on the end, and like finding out new tips and tricks and kind of like putting everything together. And like the whole song really kind of captures what I've been through in kind of the 2 years of producing and stuff. It's going to be one of like my more professional type of tracks. Definitely the first track that I've put out that I absolutely love the mastering on, you know, that I'm pretty confident in. So it's one track that I'm really looking forward to. I'm going to debut that one July 22nd. I've got a show. It's called the Roll and Rave. It's the Marysville Skate Deck. That's actually a place that I first started. That was the first place that I got a live show at, like 6 years ago, I want to say, like right when I first started mixing. And I know the owner, his name's Mike. Shout out to fucking Mike, dude. He's the homie. And he was like, yeah, man, let's throw a show. Like, I see that you're, you know, growing at this. I see that you're passionate about it. Let's do something. So me and my friends threw a show together, had a great turnout and stuff. I donated all that money to him and to his skating rink and all that. Mike's a great guy. We're going to go back out there July 22nd, like I said. First spot that I ever played at ever. So it's a pretty big moment for me, because I haven't been back there in 6 years, you know. And so playing a new show there and then now having some music underneath my belt, it'll be a pretty intimate, sentimental moment and stuff, playing out my music at the place that I first started and stuff, and not having really anything underneath my belt.
You know, we were talking to actually Torbjorn about that too. Is he, you know, you go on this journey, like you're saying, and you're going and you're experiencing more, and you're kind of sharing your music, and you're building yourself up as an artist. Mm-hmm. And there's something really special about coming back to your roots where you started, with all of these things you've learned and all this work that you've accomplished, you know, as a new established person, and to be able to come back and share that with the OGs, the people that were there supporting you from day one. It's a really special moment. So I'm really excited for that for you, dude. 100%. Also, dude, raves and shows in a skating rink, dude, is top tier. It's like, dude, so much lit.
Fun. Like, who doesn't want to skate around and listen to dubstep?
Everybody's like everybody's trying to wiggle, but they're on wheels, and so they're just like doing like a little like awkward shuffle thing.
My favorite thing is watching people skate around the skate deck and headbang at the same time, because 99% of them eat shit.
Whoa!
They get so off balance and they just eat it.
Austin, is there any chance we can get a sneak peek of that track? I kind of really want to hear it.
Yeah, definitely. Did you get that link that I sent you?
Did you send it to me?
I sent it to you on Instagram.
On Instagram. I'm pulling it up right now.
We have such spotty service out here.
We do. Yeah, do you have the Wi-Fi?
I don't have the Wi-Fi, unfortunately.
Well, I know the Wi-Fi. Here, you give me your phone real quick. I'll connect you real quick so that message goes through.
You're on the Wi-Fi?
And in the meantime, Braden, you want to pull out a question from our magical random question box?
Well, don't mind if I do.
So we got this box that we started. We got all these random questions from all the attendees at Bigfoot Campout. Random questions. We have no idea what they are. And we're gonna pull one out and just see what happens.
All right, we love the randomness.
Ready?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, yeah, you go for it.
All right. So, what is your worst restaurant experience?
Worst restaurant experience. So it's not really it's not really a restaurant. You know, Sonic Drive-In it, and you Sonic fast food or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, oh my God.
Bro.
So I pull up to one of those stands, right? And I just want a cheeseburger, you know, the meal. That's all I want.
Come on, man, yeah.
I was like, don't give me tomatoes, though. I hate tomatoes. I don't like those. I was like, don't put those on my burger. And he was like, yeah, no problem. Fucking homie skates out there, skating out to my fucking car. And he pulls up and he's like, "Good evening." And I roll my window down and he's like, "Here's your food." So I grab my food and I open up my wrapper. Tell me why my burger was between 2 pieces of toast and there was like 3 tomatoes on that thing with like a pound of lettuce. And I pick this thing up and I'm looking at it and I go, who made this? Who's in charge of this burger, dude?
It's like someone was like, "Oh, so he doesn't like tomatoes, huh?"
So we're gonna throw all the tomatoes on there.
Tomatoes, huh?
And I was like, not only
Usually
do
a burger
I have,
has one. Like,
yeah, not only do I have 3 tomatoes on my burger, but I have toast instead of buns.
Toast?
Like what is this? And so I like, you know, like the order menus, you got the red buttons, you got your radio in. Hey man, there's tomatoes on my burger. The guy's like, "Oh dude, my bad, bro. I'll skate out there and I'll take care of it." So he comes out and I hand him my burger and he goes in and he comes back like 30 seconds later. And I knew they didn't make a new one or anything. They just went in there and they took it off. And I was like, before he left, I was like, where's my buns at, man? Like, I got toast. Like, I don't want toast. And he goes, "Oh, yeah. And he goes back in. Dude comes back out, same wrapper, takes the tomatoes off. I still got toast on my burger. I go, what is going on?
Like, bro, I just want a cheeseburger.
Dude, and it wasn't even
That's
busy. It wasn't
cheeseburger.
even busy there. I was like, dog, just at this point, I don't even want it. Like, I don't want it. And then he's like, "Oh, bro, I'll make it fresh." I was like, dude, I don't want it. Like, at this point, I am irritated. I'm hungry, and I'm irritated. And he was like, "Oh, my bad, dude." And I was like, "It's not your fault. It probably is, but it's all right." Like, first you come out with 3 tomatoes, I asked for 0, and then you don't give me buns, you give me toast. And so I was like, I'm done. I don't think I ever went back to that Sonic after that.
Have you been back to another Sonic, like a different location?
Never.
You're just like, no, Sonic's not for me.
Nah, dude.
So where do you go for your burgers then?
Oh, man. I'd probably have to say, dude, there's so many good burger spots to pinpoint like a good burger.
Yeah, it's
Like,
a difficult quest.
Dang. A good burger. There's a place in Stanwood. It's called Mammoth Burgers.
That's a good name.
Dude, they're fire. They're super good. That would probably be like one of my favorite burger spots, definitely.
Mammoth Burgers. Where is it again?
I think it's in Stanwood. Stanwood? Yeah, Stanwood.
Stanwood.
It's like a little hole in the wall, like little burger joint.
Mammoth
Fire.
Burgers.
It's the
Let's
flame.
check it out. All right, well, I got this track loaded up, so I guess let's give this a little sneak peek. You heard it here first in the den. Bigfoot Campout 2023.
in time, Sauceboi.
Bing bang.
goddamn.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
In time, that's going to be released July 22nd. If you're anywhere near Marysville, be sure to go check that out at the Marysville skate deck for rolling
Rave.
Rolling Rave.
Yeah. Pretty stacked lineup. So if you're around the town, come stop by. It's a fat party.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for coming on. Thanks for coming into the den. It's been a pleasure chatting with you.
Dude, thanks for having me on, man. This is the first time I've ever done something like this, so it's super
Yeah.
special. Thank you guys for having me on.
Yeah.
Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Yeah,
like, I really, really appreciate it.
We've been having a blast doing this project. And,
Oh, yeah. No, you guys are
super
killing
happy
it.
to be
You
here.
guys are definitely killing
Thank
it.
you,
So,
thank
yeah,
you.
I had a lot of fun.
Cool deal. We'll catch you at the river later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Have a good one, Austin.
Hey, thanks, Chris.
Thanks, guys.